What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back to the Geeks Closet podcast. This is what, episode 3, I believe?
Episode 3.
I'm Randy Rodriguez, your host, and my co-host.
In Samano.
We got some topics for you today, and before we do, I'd like to show my shirt off.
It's real bozo. I'm so sick of him.
That's with Cheetah holding Batman by the neck and Superman down on his knees.
Ever since I met you, you've been dogging me about DC. And you know what? It's up.
We're in my new building, so I don't have anything in here set up. We haven't even really begun the major renovations in here. I only built out the podcast studio. So usually when I'm waiting for this guy, I'm sitting outside in my truck waiting for it after I set up all the podcast stuff. He didn't even greet me with the hello. He saw my shirt, and the first thing he started doing was talking crap, talking about how much he can't stand me. So for the record, that's a saying, holding down with DC stars. That's not Marvel, that's not Marvel, that's DC falling to their knees. Just kidding, guys.
Of course.
All right, we're gonna talk about first topic I think we should talk about is them trying to cast Reed Richards' part. I believe it's Dev Patel.
Yep.
And that's the same guy that did Slumdog Millionaires. I don't know if that's a permanent deal yet or that's just negotiations and talks. Guy's a good actor. He's done a lot of good stuff, but I don't like him.
He's a great actor.
He is a great actor.
For and movie.
Can I interrupt you? I'm sorry because I came up later. I don't not like him as a person. I'm talking about for that role.
Yeah, for that role he's not.
Bro, I'm just spoiled, and I want this other guy to stay Reed Richards.
John Krasinski?
Yeah, bro, and I think we should start it here on the Geeks Closet podcast. Because I don't believe that anybody else should be him.
No, and the reactions everyone made to John Krasinski being Reed Richards was ecstatic. If there was not one bad person being like, oh gosh, John Krasinski,
yeah, bro.
How can you not like John Krasinski?
100%, and he does the part so well.
Yeah, he's an intelligent guy.
Now Patel, he's 32 years old, so he's still young enough to where they can milk him for a few films if that's the route they want to go.
Right.
But I prefer John.
I prefer John. He's much more this description.
Yeah, I think so too. What do you guys think? Let us know what your opinions are on the matter. I know that there's a guy there that's related to the Fantastic Four that you like very much. His name is Kang.
Kang. I love Kang.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Kang a little bit. I don't know too much about Kang. Embarrassingly, I'm not big on Kang knowledge. Besides the fact that I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I believe Kang makes. This isn't like really a spoiler because I believe it was in the trailers.
Yeah.
King makes an appearance in
Fantastic Four.
No, in I believe, and I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, guys. King makes an appearance somewhere at the end of Ant-Man or something like that.
Kang isn't it?
Yeah, he is in Ant-Man. Okay, so with that being said, Kang is like, so I didn't want to be embarrassed in today's conversation, not having so much knowledge. So while I was sitting in the truck, I pulled up a YouTube video on Kang. Oh, holy crap, he's a badass.
No, yeah, Kang's insane. He's tough.
Bro, he's like,
and they got a perfect actor for him.
He's like Thanos.
Yeah. I think he holds more power than Thanos though.
Well, does he really?
Yes.
That's where I'm confused. Is it him that holds the power? Or is it his suit that holds the power?
Him.
Are you sure?
Yeah, his suit really does give him an advantage, but
it does everything. Even that version of the force field, it's like a shield. That's from his outfit. I know his outfit allows him to like mess with time.
Yeah, see, he's like a time. He's like holds time in a way. So like the plot of Ant-Man is like they have to go to this realm where it holds time, and then there's this special crystal there that controls the time warp. Per se,
yeah,
and it's like the whole.
But he can go in and out as fast as he wants, and this and that. Like
we really have to.
I don't like that.
We really have to see how it plays out. Oh, I almost did it. Okay, the hand thing.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but we really have to see how it plays out. I haven't seen the new Ant-Man. He told me that it just recently came out, And
Wait,
I'm looking.
Is this part 3 or part 4?
This is part for
This-
Ant-Man.
No, bro. Us talking, having this.
This is
I think we said 3, but this is 4. Yeah, this is 4, bro. Sorry, guys. You must have been so confused. You pressed play on the little triangle, and we said 3. No, this is definitely 4.
yeah. But
Back to K.
back to King. They need to execute that role well. I believe every role needs to be executed well, but this guy.
Okay, so one thing I've learned with this round of Marvel is to trust Kevin Feige or Feige, whatever. Feige. Is to trust him. And trusting him, he's given us magic. Well, with those kind of powers, I don't really know where they're gonna go. I don't know how they're gonna do it because I don't like when there's villains that are so powerful.
That makes it hero.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I'm a villain guy.
Yeah, you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
You're a bad guy.
I like villains that can dissect the hero down, so it can make the hero strong.
You know what I realized? I realized that's pretty weak. And I'm gonna tell you why that's pretty weak. No, because this proves that all of the DC villains annihilate the DC heroes. Speed flashing on DC.
Again.
I don't know if you can see, like I fixed the
What episode?
contrast in the video, so his cheekbones are getting a little red with this. That's a little anger, but yeah, that's what it is, bro. It's that you like weak heroes from DC because y'all's villains take them over. Not over here on our side, bro. Our Avengers, bro, we be laying the smackdown, bro.
Avengers, huh?
Yeah, which leads me to the next story. Okay, Avengers Secret Wars. Okay, so I have been super gun-ho about Avengers Secret Wars. There's so much that we can talk about it, but there's a couple things that I don't like. Okay, first of all, are the estimated dates of arrival. We're talking about May 2026.
Yeah, that's too far.
For part 1, which is the part. This is what I don't like. What don't I like? I don't like when they break up major Avengers movies like they do with Infinity War and Endgame. Yes, it gives us. Man, how can I say this without sounding? I get kind of emotional about this because the thing is, that means they're gonna leave us with something super horribly, powerfully strong at the end of part 1. And like they did with the Infinity War, yeah, and then you know what, it was have to wait for like,
And then you get out of that transition of where you're like, oh, I can't wait, and then you just get and then
I don't really want to say bored is a good word. No, man, it's just disappointment. It's disappointment. I don't want. It's great because it's gonna give us more content.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm down with content. And you know me, I'm a fanboy of Marvel. And I'm a bigger fanboy of their cinematic universe when it comes to Avengers. I mess with it all, but I like Avengers. I like teams up.
Yeah.
It's like Justice League. You know what I'm saying? When they have a movie together and they have power.
That movie was terrible. The only good kind of it was Zack Snyder's, and then that was like.
And for me, they're trying to eliminate that from the planet now. It's like they're starting over completely.
There's a lot going on, but that actually we can dive deeper into that.
Yeah, we can do that next week. I believe we're going to talk more DC stuff, and now with Avengers Secret Wars, clearly there's a couple Avengers that are missing from which leads me to the next point. And one of my favorite, let me say, is Robert Downey Jr. And I don't say that I know. I believe we've touched on Robert Downey Jr. in every episode that we've spoken. I think he's that big of a star when it comes to the Marvel franchises. And I believe that in the last conversations we had, we said basically what was going on was that he would come back for little like flashbacks, memories, little clips because he's dead, right? That's the whole thing, is that he's dead. And it goes back. I don't want to talk about the same thing every freaking week about my level of disappointment when it comes to time. Because if you're gonna kill people off, kill them off. Kill them off. Oh, do I want him back? Yeah, I want him back, bro. I love it. Just because I don't think another Iron Man is gonna be able to fill his shoes.
Right.
But the truth is, and I love him. And if we are talking person and actor, he's completely transformed his life from
Yes.
a negative place to a positive place, and to now an even better place. But at what point is enough when it comes to greed? And why? Well, the reason I say that is because I believe they did approach him to make a return, and he said he would not come back for anything less than like 82 million or something like that, right?
82 million is too much. I believe it's too much.
That's
Maybe
a lot.
it's not,
Bro, that's
but
a
at
lot
the
of money.
same time, you're already filthy rich. You don't need to go ahead and just keep getting more and more and more. If you're really about the fans, then you're gonna go ahead and give the fans what they want and care about the cost of it later.
Do you think that do you think he is just demanding what he feels he is worth? Or do you think this is like an inflated head
It's an inflated
situation?
head. It's an inflated head. And it gets that way because he saw the way people reacted when Iron Man died.
Well, can I tell you the way I feel it should be? I'm gonna bring sports into this a little bit. I know not many of our fellow geeks are major into sports. But you know, we're South Florida and I grew up bleeding aqua and orange. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Keep your comments to yourself. Oh, but as a Dolphin fan, I learned something from Dan Marino. We met many years with average or above average teams. We never did anything with it. That's a completely different conversation for maybe a sports podcast. But what am I trying to say is that whenever there was an opportunity to bring in more valuable players to the team, but the team didn't have the budget, the leader of the team, Dan Marino, the quarterback, he always restructured his contracts. You're talking about a guy that at that point in time was with big names, and he was okay with restructuring his contract for God's sakes, I truly believe we're still paying him from his restructured contracts. And he did that to try to bring in better talent to win. And I think that in this case, Robert Downey Jr. needs to be our Dan Marino. And
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he needs to say, hey, maybe this extra money can get, you know, I don't know, Captain America back. Can keep Thor here for a few more years. You know, I know a lot of the people that have played Marvel are at the end of their careers in Marvel and they want to continue to pursue something else elsewhere. But I think if something works, you do everything you can to try to keep it working so that you're not like other comic book companies who can't keep the staff that worked.
Yeah.
Like
at DC.
You know, at DC, and there's a lot we're gonna talk about that in other points and in other shows and in places that we're gonna go. But I don't know, man. Robert Downey Jr. 82 million's a lot.
82 million is a lot, but if you're Kevin Feige, you have the money. 82 million, dude. They've since Spider-Man in 2002, they haven't taken major losses. It shows, and it shows how prosperous Marvel actually became because they were bankrupt when they made the legacy movies such as Blade and
true that.
Spider-Man.
Bro, Blade's something we could touch on too. I'm gonna make a note of that.
Oh my god!
I would like you guys to, you know, if you can leave us a comment or just send me a message, majorgeek@geekscloset.com. Let me know what you think, what your opinion on the matter is with that, because I just want to know if you think that's what he's worth. He's earned it. Pay him his money, put up or shut up, or if it's like, come on, you know, we want you, take the sacrifice, come back. You know, there's a lot of routes that if they are going to bring him back, which I'm against him, there's a lot of routes they can do to make it work. On the DC front, I'd like to talk a little bit about Ezra Miller. The Flash. I know that we touched base on the Flash a few times. We're all excited. I think it's safe to say everybody's excited for the Flash.
I am ecstatic,
bro. But you know what? I'm nobody. I'm just little old comic book shop owner on my podcast.
right?
My opinion really doesn't matter in the big dog world with the WB, and the big executives.
Yes.
But rumors around town is that they're talking about keeping Ezra Miller.
I'm down for that.
Okay, so I'm down for that too.
I know a lot about this.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if they don't know, can you share with them real quick why it is even an issue that they're keeping or not keeping Ezra Miller? What is he hated for?
So Ezra Miller is pretty controversial right now. He got charges and like some really bad charges. And I don't think it's appropriate for me to bring up the charges, but and he just went crazy for like 5 months straight. Okay, and this put WB in the hole.
Like I won't get into detail because I'm not trying to ruffle many feathers, but like there was kidnapping and stuff involved, right? Like,
yes,
it was like serious stuff.
You know,
Yeah,
hostage.
yeah, that's pretty bad. And I remember it was just in like October or November they were talking about firing him.
Yep.
So
Grant Gustafson was going to take his place, the guy who's in the Flash series.
Yeah.
But Ezra Miller, he's actually going through recovery, and that's amazing.
it is amazing.
And I believe like he portrays the Flash really well.
Okay, so do you remember a couple episodes ago I told you that I put my boss hat on sometimes?
Yeah.
My business owner.
Yeah, of course.
Hat on. I think WB is full of crap. I think, yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think that they need to pitch us a dream to sell movie tickets for when the movie releases. I think that it's going to drop a lot of hate or a lot of issues, or will get fans to not follow as much if they fire Ezra Miller from the series. So after they've made their money, WB is in the hole, bro. They have they're in the hole, and they've lost a lot of money. They owe a lot of people money. They are big time in the hole for the films, the actors, everything that deals with it. I think that they are planning, on making a few $100 million with this film. This is not $1 billion
film. And you know who's gonna bring that money? Michael Keaton. Because at the Super Bowl, watching the Super Bowl, there was a trailer. And seeing Michael Keaton back as 1989 Batman was amazing. He was the first Batman I ever watched. And I was born in 2002. I know it sounds like, oh, you don't know nothing about that. But I know something about that.
Did you have a chance to read my article?
Not.
Okay, well, it talks about those Super Bowl commercials and that commercial in particular.
It's amazing.
Anyhow, this is a very unpopular opinion. I like Ben Affleck.
I love Ben Affleck.
Okay, good. I thought it was good.
No, it's just the writing. He plays a perfect Batman.
Yeah,
except for his writing. The writing.
I like him as Bruce Wayne.
He's a nice person.
Yeah, I like him as Bruce Wayne, and I'm excited that he should be in the Flash movie as well.
Yeah, and he's gonna be doing that.
He is absolutely
on it.
So I believe that they have loaded up the Flash, and they have a lot of big names in it, and they have to make their money, bro.
Well, this is gonna reset the whole DC universe.
This is supposed to reset the whole DC universe, which is why I believe they're gonna milk us for everything we got. They're gonna release Ezra Miller. They're gonna bring in another Flash, and they're gonna start the whole DC process all over. Because from what I heard, and it could have been a rumor, you know how they say fake it till you make it? So I believe that certain rumors are thrown out there on purpose.
The executives thrown out there.
Exactly. And I believe, because I just read last night that they already have a script for the Flash 2. So that's what I heard, and some very good sources.
Okay.
I'll
have to see.
I will email. So Mr. DC.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about Matt Reeves.
My gosh, I love Matt Reeves. I love what he did with the Batman.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Yes.
It's perfect detective movie. Perfect structure of Batman's roots.
Yeah.
My major issue was he was more of a vampire. I felt like it was still like a Twilight feel. Here's why: is because like he was focused on being like fathomable, audacious. He was a very audacious Batman. But at the same time, with the new Batman, they're gonna be the second Batman coming up. They're currently writing the script.
I heard that.
And they're going to be introducing two characters.
Two?
Master.
Cool.
So, well, I've heard two things. I've heard that this new movie can be just about Mr. Freeze.
Oh, because they're doing spin-offs.
But yeah, they're doing spin-offs and
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I know they're doing Penguin spin-off.
No, I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, they're doing it.
I heard they're
HBO
doing-
Max.
Clayface,
I know they're doing Clayface,
Scarecrow?
and Scarecrow,
and Professor Pig.
Professor Pig. I didn't hear anything about Professor Pig.
No.
I know that's like I've seen something about it, but I know it's not saturated yet.
Okay.
So I'm taking that one with a grain of salt, but I know that the Clayface one and the Scarecrow one can be very.
So I don't know if this generation is gonna really dig Mr. Freeze. I like Mr. Freeze.
They will.
I feel like the movie with what's his name?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. A lot of people didn't like it because it was very like well that was technology back then.
Well,
that
and
was it back then.
that's like you gotta remember it's 90. They're gonna be like it's everything's so saturated in color. Everything's just so like.
I can't wait till there's rumors on who's gonna start playing who because
Oh, I can't.
I don't know about the spin-offs, man.
I enjoy. I think that these are good, but I feel like having too many spin-offs are gonna take away from the actual port of Elseworld because that's what Matt Reeves he's in charge of the Elseworld.
My problem is DC is trying to start over again from scratch.
Can't do that.
When you start over from scratch, you need to start with the people that make you money, the big name stars, okay? And the fact that Gal Gadot is gone, what's this guy's name?
Jason Momoa.
No, well, he, I believe, has one more film under contract, I
That's
think.
Aquaman too.
Yeah, and no, I'm talking about Superman.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, with him being gone, I believe that spin-offs aren't the way to start off. Spin-offs are great for like phase 2.
Yeah, see, because you're going to be inclined into that character, into
Yeah.
that universe already, and then
Yeah.
you're going to be more interested in the characters that follow that.
Yeah, like the way they did Agatha off of
Yeah.
WandaVision.
See, that's why I love Marvel structure.
Yeah, because they plant the major seed, they let the tree grow, then they hit you with the saplings.
Love it. No, but Batman, it's gonna be a very prosperous project in all forms. Spin-offs, movies, anything.
I hope you're right. I'm a big Batman fan,
I love the Batman,
hence the shirt.
but
I'm a big Batman fan, but they have to do it right.
they have to do it right.
They
And
have to do it
especially
right.
with Batman. People are like, "Oh, he's just a brute." Listen, Batman's a very technical person. Yeah,
He is.
he's very smart, and he's a martial artist. Why not get a martial artist?
No, it's a lot more than that, bro. When it comes to superheroes, I feel about Batman the way I feel about Iron Man, because a lot of people talk like, look, if you're gonna stick in a cage, naked, just underwears in a cage fight to the death match, Iron Man and Batman, they're going superpowers, right? I say wrong, because what's this?
That's the biggest superpower.
What's this? The brain. The brain is the large. It's muscle, bro. It's you know what I mean. It's an organ. It's the strongest thing we have. It's what controls us. And having a brain like Bruce Wayne's, having a brain like Iron Man's, that's a superhero. So I mean, I believe there's a lot of potential.
There's a lot of potential. But with all these DC projects being canceled, we really just don't know. We really just have to wait.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in and checking us out. This has been Geeks Closet Podcast, episode number 4. Please check us out on social media. We're doing free giveaways all the time. We have a lot of stuff coming. Some major secrets and plans. How big are they?
They're big.
I just
You
can't.
guys can't. We can't tell you.
There's no way you guys can handle this yet. But you will know very soon. Reach out to us. Instagram and Facebook is Geeks Closet 850, comic book guy with the beard. On TikTok, Aiden, if they want to reach out to you for any type of art stuff or just to follow and support you, what's the best way of getting a hold of you?
Best way of getting a hold of me is Aiden's Laboratory on Instagram. I don't use anything else but Instagram. Anything you see besides my Instagram, not me. So Aiden's Laboratory.
All right, guys, it's been great catch y'all next episode, which will be episode. Oh wait, are we doing 4.5 this week? Stay tuned for episode 4.5.